Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here, honey. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I just came real quick. I just got a few little things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just want to talk about real quick, like, and let me go and get into it. Okay, this gonna open up what we finna talk about. I just want to say this piece right here.
Good. No more white girls. Good. No more white girls. No more white girls. No more. No more white girls. I'm back on the black side of town. No more white girls. Good. No more white girls.
No more white girls. No more white girls. Is anybody surprised here? Mm-mm. No. Do I really care? I slick don't give a damn, okay? I'm not a person scouting for a Jamie Foxx on that type of level. Hello. But Jamie Foxx, y'all know he was near death. He had that near death experience that he came out with like a Netflix special or whatever it was. And then he, talked about what his experience was like and praising his daughters for helping him get back to where he needed to be. He's doing this whole song about how he not gonna be with no more white girls. Whole time this man had a girlfriend. I ain't even know it was a white lady. I ain't even much had known he was over there dating Miss Alice Huckstep or Alice Huckstep. Oh, okay then, Jamie, because you're gonna do what you want to do anyway. Why? Because that's just how he is, honey. And what else is the people saying? Well, Jamie Foxx then got Miss white blonde-headed woman pregnant. Because we know Jamie likes him a white blonde-headed. Okay. So they are expecting a child, another child out here in this world. Honey. So Jamie, stand up there and get your lashings. Okay. Now I don't give a damn. Okay, I don't care, but there is a great amount of people that do. And when I tell you they finna be on your head top swinging, they already started. Okay, they're over there on the Twitter and they have been wearing you thin. Okay. It ain't funny, but they is calling you out. Okay, the people is now calling you by your real name at this point. It's not even giving Jamie no more. That's when you know people pissed off when they calling you, okay, by your real name, honey. The people is done with you, Mr. Fox. Okay. I don't think they done with you completely, because I really feel like a lot of people are not surprised to know that Jamie Foxx went right back to a white woman and then turned around and got that white woman pregnant too at your big, thick, grown ass age. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I feel like the people aren't, at least they shouldn't be surprised, but they on your head top. Okay. And as we speak about people being pregnant, we talk about white folks, black folks, and mixed kids, honey. I want to hop over here and get into LaMelo Ball, y'all. Okay. LaMelo Ball and his baby mama, Anna Montana, honey, they done sat up here and revealed that they had a child. They had a kid at the top of this year. First of all, that is how you do it, a little piece. I want to get that out the way. The fact that they kept that pregnancy, because I didn't know anything. I didn't know Miss Man was pregnant, okay? The fact that they kept that pregnancy real private and she had that baby months ago and she just now revealing that they welcomed a child at the top of the year. Maybe some of the fans that were like glued into everything the Ball family does, maybe you guys knew, but I did not know that. I didn't know that young man was welcoming him a child. I knew he had a girlfriend, a long time girlfriend. But they just had a baby not too long ago. And the baby's name is LaOne. LaOne. Not Lil one, Lil one, Lil one, okay? Not the little one, boo. Not Lil one, Lil one. Be very clear about it, okay? That is Lil Bookie Butt's name, and you know social media is going to be making a joke out of it, okay? Somebody said, get love on with that shit. Okay, somebody said bye. So they have been wearing them out about this name. It's going to grow on people. All right, it's going to grow on people. Y'all know how these folks that's in the public I do. They come up with the most abstract names that they can come up with because really they don't be wanting nobody else to have the same name. Like I don't think I've met a single person in my life named Lil One. So that might be Lil One child in America named that. I don't know. It might now be a trend at this point because LaMelo Ball is doing it. But they said Lil One, honey. And I hope he is Lil One to do great things in life. All right. I definitely hope so. Somebody said, are you Lil Siri? Woo, y'all is not playing with them. Child, I blame LeVar Ball. You messed them up with this one. Okay. You really fucked the city up. Love this one. Okay. Either way, that's what's going on. Congratulations to the people. All right, for their little baby boy. Love it for them. Okay, let's get into what y'all really want to talk about, okay? So Stefon Diggs and Cardi B and Miss Mila at this point, because Mila said, listen, if I'm gonna get fired, I'm gonna get clout at a minimum. If I'm gonna get fired, I'm gonna get my clout at a minimum. Okay. If he gonna get found not guilty, I'm gonna do a piece of exposing. If that wasn't enough exposing, I'm gonna do that. So you guys know, Mila came to the internet not too long ago and she dropped some text messages and stuff that she was having with Stefon. And honestly, reading those messages, it gave more about them fucking each other than it gave him choking the shit out of her. Okay. So I think she may have just wanted to get that off to let the people know. See, we was hunching. Girl, you didn't have to do much to convince us, okay? Honestly, Stefon be out here hunching every which way that I was believing it already. I believe y'all was getting it in from the moment that y'all met, okay? Um, so with that, all right, she did say just because, you know, he was found not guilty does not mean that it did not happen. And I can't say that it did or didn't. Okay, so again, he about did do it. I don't know. Okay, in the court of law, he was proven not guilty, and she did not do herself any favors on that stand. But it's very possible that what she said he did that. All right. Now she comes to the internet with this video. And in this video, she kind of puts it out there and insinuates that there was a situation with Cardi B. And matter of fact, I want to go to a different post over here because I was going to pull one post up, but I want to go to the other post because at first I was kind of like, well, I don't know. He had a lot of baby mamas. So who exactly was it about? You know, like which, because a lot of baby mamas were pregnant. I'm going to play the audio for you guys. But in her caption, I believe she may have had one particular caption. And I guess after the confusion came, I personally think she went back and edited the caption and actually put Cardi's name in there. But let's go ahead and check out what she had to say. Shout out to No Skips T. Let's get into it.
You know, the way he treated you when you were pregnant, the way he talked to you when you were pregnant, the way that the same people that has defended him in this know how he treated you while you were pregnant and how he was to you when you were pregnant will always be something I will never understand. The way he treated you in the delivery room, the way he treated you after the baby, the same person that abused you abused me. And our text messages show how he belittled you, how he spoke to you. I remember one particular night, and you know the night that I'm talking about.
And before we get to that night, I'm confused as to why she came to the front to give this story. Like, were you and Cardi having like some back and forth in text messages, phone calls, or something? Did Cardi say something behind the scenes? And y'all let me know, because I have not seen where Cardi came to the front and did a video saying that she did not believe, or put text out there saying that she did not believe what happened to this young lady happened to this young lady. I do remember them having a conversation that was put out there, where I think Cardi was asking like, dang, why you went to the police about it, or whatever the case was. Like, I guess we could have figured this out if you would have talked to me, or something like that was put out there. But I don't recall Cardi saying, oh, what happened to you never happened to you. So I don't know. So I'm just trying to understand the motivation behind her coming to the internet to do the video. It makes me think maybe something happened behind the scenes, but let's keep going.
That night, it happened to you. That's not my story to tell. Once again,
It's not your story to tell, but you online telling it. Girl, if we gonna tell it, go ahead and tell it all. Might as well.
I apologize. And I hope one day you face the music. And that's all I have to say about
One
that.
day you face the music. Girl, what?
that's not my story to tell. Once again, I apologize. And I hope one day you face the music. And that's all I have to say about that.
You hope they face the music about what? She know who the hell he is. She need to. If she don't, but she goes on to say, I was put in a horrible situation. You didn't deserve any of this, but it happened to you too, and you were pregnant. She says, nothing I said at court was targeted at you. People know exactly what they do. She says, I was the one apologizing for how he treated, I guess, you while you were pregnant and after. The constant disrespect, our messages prove that. Some conversation must have happened offline that she needed to come to the internet. She says, Cardi, you know I didn't lie. You know exactly who he really is. He did it to you. She says, a man at war with himself will hurt others. It's a losing battle, and women are just collateral damage. I'm not speaking on this anymore, so kindly don't speak. So, you know what's interesting too? The fact that she has this October 24th date on here makes me think that this may be a message thread that she copied and posted. I was put in a horrible situation. You didn't deserve any of this, but it happened to you too, and you were pregnant. So it seems like did Cardi respond and say nothing I said at court was targeted at you? People know exactly what they do. I don't know. That's interesting. But either way, this is her caption. She has Cardi's name down there. So she's talking to Cardi. And I kind of feel like, well, whatever y'all talked about, why you had to bring it to us? If there was a discrepancy between the both of y'all behind the scenes, why did you need to come to the internet to tell us? Because then now, as much as you may expect an uproar to happen against Cardi, it's really gonna happen against you, because now the Barty game finna be on your head, and whatever fans Stefon got finna be on your head even more than what they are. But I guess, girl, that's something they got to figure out. It's definitely giving a little bit of a circus over there. But she talks about how he did something to Cardi during the time that she was pregnant. And I do remember Selena Powell. Let me see if I have that up. Let me hold on. Give me 1 second. I want to see if I could find that. Where Selena Powell ended up getting online, and she kind of mentioned him doing something. It was like a conversation. I don't know if y'all remember when she was talking about Offset and stuff. I think this may be it. And then she touched on Stefon Diggs. So let's get into this real quick to see
And
what she
then
said.
he told me that he was gonna when he sees Stefon, he's gonna shoot him in his knee and strip him and rob him.
If I catch Buddy and I can catch him, it's gonna be bad.
You
So I
won't beat
think
him
she
up?
on some man, beat, strip, shot in the knee, all type of shit. See, I wasn't on his
Shot
ass.
in the knee.
At first.
Can I just say all that you wished on somebody else ended up happening to you damn near? But let's keep going.
Crackhead.
Yeah,
We
and
knew that
that
though. He gave.
he
plenty
said that
story.
Stefon went to the hospital when she gave birth and was only there for a few hours because when they were signing the birth certificate, the nurse told her like, yeah, because you're legally married, it has to be Offset's name or your name, and so he got mad. Like last name.
What?
And he got mad and abandoned her for like 3 days. That they're not even good.
What?
Yeah.
And if that's what he did while she was pregnant, even though it sounds like, Mila was kind of referencing him doing a little more than that. You know what I'm saying? It sound like Mila was referencing him getting physical with her or something. That's kind of what it sounds like, because the whole reason Mila pressed those charges, right, was she said that she was being choked, right? So that was a physical thing. So then she says the same man that did whatever to you did the same thing to me. So it sounds like he may have put hands on Cardi. That is how she's setting it up. Right. And I'm watching this kind of like, I don't know, girl, I hope everything you say actual factual. Because one thing about Cardi, she will put them attorneys on you, boo. Okay. But it did make me think of this moment when Selena came to the front and she was kind of talking about all of that and how, he got upset and stormed out or whatever. And it's like, first of all, Stefon, you are so like, I just really hate Cardi got a child with this whack ass man, honestly, truly. Um, and now I'm wondering, like, damn. Again, it does take two to get pregnant. I do understand that, but also I can't help but question whether or not there was a trap in there in some capacity. Okay. And leaning on her vulnerability of getting out of the relationship with Offset. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And we know Cardi wanted more kids as well, but I don't think she wanted them like that. I don't know. But I cringe. And I just ugh. But How can you deal with a married woman and then get upset when you can't sign a birth certificate because she's still married? Like, what you mad at? Be mad at your goddamn self. Okay. And if that is indeed true, what Selena is saying, that you just left the damn hospital while she was there and somewhat abandoned her, if that is true, for 3 days, that's another like fucking control mechanism bullshit that he manipulation game he about was playing as well. Okay. Bout didn't want to be there no way and use that as a reason and an excuse to get out of it. But that's what's going on. All right. So Miss Mila decided she wanted to come and give the people a little extra information about that. But I'll let y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below on the matter at hand. Now, the next thing I want to get into, who else is getting towed out the frame besides Miss Mila by the internet, is Dr. Cheyenne. Okay. The alleged Dr. Cheyenne, because I don't know what this lady is. Okay. Dr. Cheyenne is a person that has grown her social media influence, I guess, over the past few years, I would say. And she was most notable, I feel, for like when she kind of like got into it with Cam Newton and was checking him or whatever the case is, right? But a lot of people, I heard she's just an interesting person to me. It was always something about her in my personal that I couldn't put my hands on. I feel like it's something about her eyes that kind of makes her come off as mischievous to me. And I hate to say that, but that's just my honest thought. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I'm like, it's something about her. And what I find to be interesting is now all of Threads, because that's really where I be at over there on Threads Shot. They over there questioning a lot of, and other places are questioning her actual degree, because she came out and said something about her being a doctor but not having a license, and that came under scrutiny. A lot of people that have that are doctors, a lot of people that are also therapists, licensed, all of that, she came under scrutiny in that world. And now people started to question her being a doctor because they could not find her. I believe it's a thesis. Once you, at the end of your doctorate, I guess you write this long document that's supposed to be published, and they cannot find hers, right? And so now she's being questioned about that as she goes over onto the Breakfast Club. And this is how she responds to that question that Lauren LaRosa asked her about. It looks like she went up there to promote a book. So let's see exactly what she had to say.
Have already made up their mind to not like me or not understand me.
The conversation about your doctorate because people can't find your dissertation online.
Mm-hmm.
How are you responding to that in this new era of your life?
I'm going to clear it up once on here. I'm not doing it again. And I'm clearing it up for my doc squad, for my fan base, for my audience who deserve to hear me address it. For the folks who have already made up their mind to not.
I got to pause her right here because I just kind of feel like, I understand getting tired, right? I understand getting tired having to address stuff, but I feel like a lot of times when you're booked on these platforms, you're talking about the same shit over and over. So if I got to repeat myself yet again for credentials that I got, bitch, I'm going to repeat myself again. Then go look it up, right? Because the information is there. And I feel like you saying, I'm going to bring this up one time, I'm not going to bring it up no more. Okay, the people go keep asking. So you think this gonna be your last time addressing it, but I don't think so. Because if the credentials are not showing up, because I feel like that's one way to shut it up too. Show your boom. Here is my thesis. You can find it on this link. Boom. Here is this information. You can find it right here. That's how you do that one. But let's keep going.
Not like me or not understand me. Listen, I don't give a fuck what your narrative is. I would like for you to recreate it, double down on it, and run that shit, because I don't give a fuck about it. Now, to my doc squad, my fan base, my folks, my village, it's very simple. I went to a school, Argos University, completed an entire program. I went back online to get my official transcripts because I was applying to a law school many years ago to be a professor there. And I had to provide my transcripts, right, to get hired. And I went to contact the school and say, hey, I need my official transcripts. I need my entire thing. And there was no school. I was like, okay, I'm confused. I Google. It says this school has been shut down. I said, oh, well, they got to have records. I mean, they were accredited when I attended the school. They were accredited when I finished the program. I go and look, there is a third party that has the records. Why I contact the third party, that third party only holds records for 2 years. I was past my 2 years. So that means that I had no access to records. And then I contacted, financial aid. You can't make up financial aid. It shows that I paid for a doctoral program alongside my master's program and my undergrad program. And they said, we can fully refund you your money under one circumstance. We give you your money back. You don't get credit for not a class, a course, a program you took in this university, at this institute. So do you want us to refund you? Or do you want us not? I said no, because I didn't want to risk the chance of them saying, well, we're going to give you back your money, and it wipes out your entire program. Luckily, I had, I do this with all of the schools. I had downloaded from the actual student portal my transcripts at that time, and I was able to get just about all of my transcripts, including up to like dissertation. But everything else, there's just no holding take for any of our records, which I think is completely effed up. Just in general.
They are going to kill you online this week. They're going to say she has no records. They just want to hate you regardless.
No, that's fine. And it's not even that there's no records that I don't. The school had a third party that carried the records only for a limit of 2 years.
So when the hell did she graduate? Because a lot of people are starting to come out the woodworks, especially people that went to, I think she said it was Argosy, if that's how you say the university's name. But people have been coming out and they've been saying, so I went to the same school and I'm still able to get all my records and stuff. So I don't know, y'all. Some of the milk ain't clean necessarily. It's just because you don't have no other documentation to verify that you have on hand to verify that you got that degree and that you are indeed a doctor. Yeah, they're gonna be on her ass all week, baby. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it. The people still asking for her dissertation. Not the people saying she graduated from ICDC college. That's crazy. I'm just looking at some of the comments over here on Threads, and I really don't even know what to make of it. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Somebody said I graduated from Argosy and I've been able to access my transcripts multiple times since the school closed, but I actually graduated, so I don't know what to tell her. Damn. It's some in the milk that's not clean, but cause I'm just like, you know how you get your college degree? At the end, you get your paper and everything, and you can actually show this is my degree, they gave to me. Like, y'all don't get no documentation as a doctor, like on your end. Like, even when you get your dissertation, like, do they send y'all an email and say, congratulations, you passed something? Like, and granted, she does appear to be a little older. I'm not sure how much older she is. So I don't know when she may have obtained this degree. Right. But I would think it's some type of paperwork or email or something that she has online to confirm that she received this doctorate. And instead, she wants to tell a story about trying to obtain her transcripts. And the people still like, but you had to publish your dissertation. So why you can't tell us where to find the dissertation? Why, when we research you, we cannot find the dissertation? For the doctors out there, especially the people that went to Argosy, honey, let me know in the comments. All right, let me know how all of that go. Do you feel like she's a fraud? Do you feel like she's not a fraud? Let me know y'all thoughts about the matter at hand, okay? It's always been a little something that's been off with her for me. And I mean, it could be that. It could, just like Stormy Willis, it's always been a little something off with her too. And it don't mean that, they haven't given some good advice and may have even helped some damn people. It's just, it's not for me, basically. But y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. I told y'all I just came to ramble and run my mouth just a little piece. I'm Jamie, that's me. I'll catch y'all in the next one, honey. Bye.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking the drama.